Hello? Can you guys hear me? Put it in chat. This is the first time using this. Hi, Jackie. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Yeah, this is the first time we're using this. So I'm still trying to figure this out. How do you guys like it so far? Did you guys see the what you call it, the intro and the outro and stuff? I don't understand this. Jackie, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jackie? Okay. Jack, why don't you try to talk? See if they can hear you. I can't hear you. How Jackie, can you guys hear Jackie? I can't hear you. Jackie left. I don't see her anymore. Hold on. I should be able to see your questions on the screen. Okay, add to. All right, Jack, I can see you now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got it figured out. I'm sorry, guys. This is the first time using this. So, what do you guys think so far? It's supposed to, Jack, it's supposed to put their questions on the screen. That way everybody could see, what do you call it? That way everybody could see the questions as they're being asked.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It should be on the screen, the questions.
All it says is that there's a little blue box and it says, "You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you." But I don't see where it graduates questions.
All right, let's see. Could somebody put in like a question?
Oh, now I see it.
Oh, we see the questions, right?
Yep,
All
I
right,
see it now.
cool. That way that way we could see the questions and everybody could see the questions. So, um and I put the all the sponsors information in the text. Did you guys see all that? That way we could just jump right in. Did you see that, Jack?
Say that again, hon.
I said I put all the sponsor information in the chat already.
Okay.
Okay. That way I could just we could just start. You know what I mean? And guys, you'll be able to ask Jackie questions and me questions as well. So Jackie will be here for the whole stream because we can add people. This is not just like two people. You can add as many as you want on here. So like they have silver questions, they have any, you know what I mean? They could ask. So today's a free for all. They could ask whatever they want. We'll answer questions about exchanges. We'll answer questions, whatever you guys want. Just ask, okay? Um, why can't I see the question? All right, Jack, you see their questions?
I'm just starting to see it. I see somebody is asking if this is going to be a taxable event, and it's funny because I had people today asking me that.
Uh-huh.
So we know the Federal Reserve is going bye-bye. There's a huge adjustment with the IRS. And so I want to ask you, what do you think?
Okay, so let me first break it down, and I'm just going to explain. So first thing is first, all of this, everything we say is no financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, and for educational purposes, and you know, also everything is in our opinion. Okay, guys, I'm going to just say it once. I'm not going to keep saying in my opinion because I know it annoys people a lot. Just so you guys know, everything is in my opinion, no financial advice, and for entertainment purposes only. So pretty much as far as everything that's going on, they are like, have you guys seen it? Everything he's talking about, eliminating, we got to watch what we say though, because we're on YouTube. But he's talking about eliminating what's currently there and putting in something else, okay? Which was used for the tariffs, okay? That the revenue that he was getting initially, he was getting from the tariffs, right? But since the whole show happened and you know what I mean, that got blocked, he's still like he's eliminating all that. And from what he's saying, and this is in my opinion, there's going to be no capital gains taxes. He's trying to eliminate it off of the cryptocurrency. And also from what I'm hearing and from everything that is being told to me and from what happened in the past, it was not a taxable event because it's cash, it's currency. Okay. But if you know what I mean, to be safe, you should, put money aside just in case. But,
Right.
it's cash. So, and plus, what I was reading too, I found, and I was told that certain countries that have a treaty with the United States, they're exempt from the taxes on foreign currency exchange. And I will post that information for you all as well. So, and there's information from the Fed Reserve, from the State Department, that it's not. But just to be safe, you know what I mean. Put some money aside, just in case, if you guys know what I mean. But and somebody, I saw somebody saying, why do you need a trust? So a trust is not only about taxes or whatever, it's protecting you. Okay. So it's, you know how they say you own everything, but you also own nothing. It's for your safety. It's for, why do you want everybody to know what you have? And you know what I mean? And like, it's for your safety, it's benefits you in many ways. um it basically protects you, you know and just like I said, not just in for taxes or, you know like, Jack, help me out. There's a lot of benefits to it, you know so on top of it being the foundational trust and everything like that, so you could use it, for if you want to start like a nonprofit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yep. Definitely a nonprofit.
but yeah, so there's the taxes is different, and also, for example, I'll give you an example how a trust protects you, right? So I don't know if you guys heard this story, but there was a very wealthy person, okay, and his wife got in a very bad accident. Okay, now everybody knew he was a very wealthy person, right? But because he had the trust, and he had the same exact trust that Chief Mack has, all right, they weren't able to sue him, and the person that his wife hurt the person pretty bad, but because his all his stuff was in the trust name, he didn't have. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not his, it's in the trust name. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yep, that's right.
They can't sue you if you're at fault, but the trust is not on your name. So how can they sue? You get what I'm trying to say? That's how it protects you in that way as well. Does that make sense, guys? Can you give me like a one in chat just to let me know that it makes sense?
Hey Maria, somebody's asking about when you gift currencies,
Uh huh.
for example, to kids and friends,
Yeah.
they were told not to notarized gift note, not a good notarized gift note needed. Just give it to them. Is that true or not?
So let me talk about that. Now, in my premium, and I've posted before gift letters, and I'm going to do it again. And I believe in the members only on YouTube. There's copies of gift letters. Okay. Now, if you are gifting someone currency, okay, you want to give a gift letter and have it notarized, okay? All, because that protects them, you know what I mean, from any type of, say there is, for example, taxes or whatever. By you gifting it to them and it's under 10K, from this how I understand it, it protects them from any tax liabilities, like it's a gift. So it's how do you explain it, Jackie? It's not
Oh,
so it's not like they're not gaining, like, you get what I'm trying to say. But if you're gifting, definitely notarized gift letter. Somebody gifted me currency. I'm actually going to show you guys a copy so you guys can have an idea of how to do it and what to do it. Yeah, but I would definitely, if I'm gifting, 100% um give a gift letter, 100%, and have it notarized.
and I just want to add to that. And you need to have a receipt of what was purchased too.
No. Mm-mm.
No, okay.
Oh, you're gifting it. So say I want to gift you, whatever, 50,000 dinar note. I'm
Hmm.
going to give you that note, but I'm going to have a paper. I'm going to show an example that is notarized, that I'm giving it to you with the serial number of the note, like everything. You understand what I'm saying? On that gift letter. It protects me and it protects you. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, and that's it. And
Does
if you're mailing it, I would, put it in a letter. So if you say you're mailing like a note to someone, I would put it, like I would do the gift letter. I would put it inside the gift letter and then put it in an envelope, if that makes sense.
okay.
Hang on, let's see. Um, is it, hold on, Robert, hold on, man class. This is going really fast if I'm missing questions, guys. Hi, Maria and Jackie. This is from Robert. One question: is it good to buy the 1 million Bolivar Sabriano 2020? So the Sabriano is the VES. Yes, it is. Okay. Um, Larry, I got a gifted notarized letter on some of my currencies. That's awesome. And it says your name on it and it says the serial numbers, Larry, and everything. Like it's official. Please like, subscribe, and share, guys. Oh, Jackie, I had a question for you.
Hmm.
So this is what I wanted. I kind of wanted clarification on this, and I think like a lot of my members probably do as well. So now, explain this to me, right? Because I was trying to explain how the silver, like so they manipulated the silver, right? They suppressed it, then they spiked it, right? So when they spiked it, when silver went up, that decreased the fiat dollar, right? Because the goal is to get rid of the fiat dollar,
Yeah.
okay? So now, once they did that, right, that happened, okay? But then they manipulated it and suppressed it down again, okay? So can you explain, because the currencies, in my opinion, are ready to pop and all that, like I said, right? So how will they finally get it so high that it finally will completely crash the fiat dollar? If you don't mind answering that question for me.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure if I can answer that. But I let me see it. Let me go through my head here. So there's
Like,
short.
how are they able to manipulate? Like, what, like, my question is, how they surpass it and manipulate it and do whatever they want? So at what point does it have to go that they can't suppress it anymore, that it's going to just crash the fiat dollar? Like, that's basically my question.
I think once silver hits over 120 to 140, that's it. They won't
Hmm.
be able to do it anymore because they're running out of time. The shorts aren't going to be able to make it. It's somewhere between 120 and 140. That's going to be it. And then it's just sky is the limit.
Because my thing is too, like what I was thinking about is all the banks, you know what I mean, are really having liquidity problems, right? JP
Yeah.
Morgan, without getting too deep into it, you know he had a lot to do with a lot of issues with silver, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and everything that's happening with CME and everything like that. In my opinion, all that is happening because everything is getting ready to crash because we're going into the new system. You know what I'm saying? Silver is very important, you know, because in my opinion, gold, like there's a lot more gold. than silver. But silver is more necessary, if that makes sense. Just like copper. You see how copper is like shooting up?
Yeah, silver is the most important metal because it's used in just about everything, and it's going to be used in more things that we don't even realize. It's a critical mineral, and Trump signed that thing with critical minerals too. Um, gold is soft, silver is hard. It is the number one conductor, which now you're going to be leading into copper because we don't have a lot of the mines. I think I mentioned before that silver is a byproduct of mining all the other metals, and copper is your second conductor. So, which is very low in price. It's around $6 per ounce right now. 2 years ago, it was about 43 cents. And it's a great time to buy it. You can get a lot of copper for that money. Um, Silver is starting to come back up. And then keep in mind, silver is backing everything. So when this soars, everything goes.
Uh-huh. Hold on, let me check something. It's telling me I have to do. Hold on, Jackie. I think we're about to figure. Hold on. Okay, we're about to go on YouTube, and then you'll be able to see the questions. I just got a text. My friend, who's very knowledgeable with this, just told me what to do. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Hey, hold on. All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, it didn't work. What he said to do. Anyway, whatever. We're gonna stick to this. Sorry, I was just trying to learn how to do this, but whatever. Learn better. By the way, I'm gonna shout out Pimping.
Yeah,
He's
I just want to say something really quick. Somebody here said I ordered copper a month ago and it's still on back order. Yes. So that shows you how hot it is.
and
Keep,
silver as well too. Silver,
yeah.
everything.
Yep. Keep trying. You're going to get it. There's a lot of companies out there you can research. Somebody's got it.
Right, and the thing is everything isn't associated with each other. Like I was on a call yesterday, and I was saying everything is connected. Everything is connected. You know what I'm saying? Currencies with the, gold, silver, copper, the cryptos, everything is connected. One is used for payments, one is used for because it's like a currency, you know what I mean? And they're ISO 222 compliant. You know what they are, which means that they're used for something. You know what I'm saying? So everything is connected. The geopolitical events and everything, right? So what you know, how do I put this? I think that because this is a reset of the whole world, like you know what I mean. It's never going to happen again, Jack. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you will get the opportunity to buy. So what I'm saying is, I believe the currencies will go. Okay, you will have maybe a few days. I would say 48 to 72 hours to get the cryptos, the gold and silver, and all. You know what I mean? And then everything is just going to skyrocket overnight.
That's right. That,
That's what I feel because they're got to give you the opportunity.
yep.
They're not going to give you long, but they're going to give you opportunity. And
That's
if everybody takes it, you take it. If you don't take it, that's on you. If that makes sense.
that's right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you guys noticed as soon as they were messing with the silver, they were messing with it,
Mm-hmm.
you
They're
know?
putting it with paper.
So it's, they how do I put this? They're doing everything they can to not to benefit themselves. Put it that way. Okay. But it's not going to work. And it is what it is. But I believe you will have an opportunity to be able to invest. But then I think it's going to skyrocket. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna just overnight. I don't think it's going to be anything like, oh, it's going to go to this. No, I think it's just going to shoot like the assets and the cryptos. I heard somebody tell me that, knows Forex and all that, that he actually heard, and I'm going to say this in my opinion, that XRP in the, what the plan is, could go up to $500,000 a coin.
I heard something like that too. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Silver, and I think it was up to, I think, 2 to 500. Gold, like, ridiculous amounts. Then I heard silver in the thousands, gold in, like, 20, 25,000, like crazy numbers. Copper is going to shoot up too, I think.
Oh, big time. I'm seeing questions, statements here. People are talking about like copper at lows and they've saved a bunch of pennies. You,
Hmm.
I have a friend who, her husband is an electrician and he is storing all the excess copper. Anybody out there do electrical work? You hold on to those copper scraps. They're going to be great.
Right. And, I just, Jackie, I've noticed, that everything, like, I just, guys, I was spiritual, but when I got involved with this whole Iraqi dinar and all this stuff, I'm learning, more spiritual, like, to be more spiritual, learning about prophets, all that stuff. And when I'm seeing things play out in real life that were prophesied, do you guys understand? Like, do you even see what's happening? And I have a point for saying that. Put yes in chat if you see what's happening in real life.
We're so fortunate to experience this. And it shows you the light that you carry when you really see this. There's so much more to the world and what's around you and all the things that have been hidden, and you're beginning to see these things. It's so cool. And that here we are in this time and place experiencing it and seeing it. Yeah.
Exactly. And like, let me bring up my point. So I'm gonna bring a little intel, okay? Now, we all know that Mr. Corruption in Iraq that controls everything, whose name starts with the letter M, who thought he was gonna be the big holy prime minister, okay? He's out, okay? Just like, my screen. Can you guys hear me? Okay, can you guys hear me? Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's out, right? Now, how is it coincidental? Because I don't believe in coincidences, right? That the same day, because they had a timeline. Well, let's see, their timeline was extended till Sunday, but it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Whatever. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? How is it coincidental that that happens the same day the Supreme Court denies the tariffs? Okay. All this stuff happens with Israel and Iran. Okay. Everything all at once. And then Mr. T, when two of the judges who are, you know what I mean, supposed to be on his side, you get what I'm trying to say? He didn't freak out. He didn't do anything. Don't you guys think that it was all, everything was known about? Hit yes if you guys think about it. How is it coincidental that all that happened? Oh, and then you know who was arrested based on the files that were released.
Yeah.
All in one day. You think that's a coincidence? I most certainly don't. Why is Vietnam at the White House talking about all this economic stuff with Mr. T? And then as they're leaving, they say to him, you can charge us more tariffs than you were before. But your rate is 26,000 per $1. So how are you able to afford that? Does that make sense? Why did Fahd Hussein make an unplanned trip to Washington, D.C. yesterday? For what reason? Okay. Mr. T put in those now 10%, whatever tariffs, okay? But he still has going to have a problem with trade, okay? Because it's unfair trade, right? So if America is not the leader, the strong leader that it is, okay? Because their currency, the US dollar, is weakening, right? You guys agree with me, you know? The US dollar is weakening, it's collapsing, whatever. How are they, how can they do what they do? You know what I mean? How are they able to control and, they might not even be able to put sanctions on whatever because they're not the strongest, you get what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
So he would have got upset, correct? But he didn't. Because why? Because he knows what's happening, in my opinion. Jackie, do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't think he knew that they were going to say that? I most certainly do. And right away they enact this and this and this. And the same day Vietnam and Iraq is there. You know? Weird, right? And then, so then Israel, right? I don't know if I told you guys my theory, but remember, east to west, Israel's saved for last, and Iran is going to be set people free. What are they trying to do with Iran right now? They're trying to make a deal, right? They're trying to make a deal to the point where they're willing to drop sanctions. You think it's going to be just little sanctions? No, it's going to be huge economic sanctions. Okay? Why do you think that is? Because all the countries are on the level playing field, correct? Then the plan, if you follow it, the dollar collapses, foreign currencies go up, okay? And what do you call it? Then you bring out the whole new asset backed currency, in my opinion. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go to the White House, why does it say the golden age? Get what I'm trying to say? And why does he say all the foreign countries and everything? Did you read Mr. T's post? All event based, planned. Okay. So everything is just, I don't believe in coincidences, Jackie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all in one day.
Mm-hmm.
And how is Mr. T so sure that everything is going to be good and fine? Because the foreign currency that is in our Federal Reserve, okay, is going to cover the the debt and everything that, you know what I mean? He's going to do the same exact thing as what happened in Kuwait, because it's Kuwait 2.0, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's got how much in the deficit are they? Trillions. Tariffs and crypto is not going to cover that. And Jackie, I don't know if you heard this, but I heard that when Kuwait, all that happened with Clinton, that they had the same problem. They had liquidity problems in the US, a large deficit and everything. And when he did it, it was all taken care of. Did anybody hear that? Or Jackie, did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. Huh.
You know? And the elections are coming up. So how would it make Mr. T look and his administration if they got rid of all the debt?
Hmm.
You know? His person is actually I'm gonna post it in chat. It actually said that the currency is what needs to happen because that's what's gonna save it. It's gonna save the banks, it's gonna save everything,
Yeah.
you know? So what else was I gonna, oh, another thing too. Isn't Ramadan they're supposed to be praying and doing all this stuff?
Aren't they fasting also?
But they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But all over the place, they're putting up all kinds of videos that they are, hanging out, doing this, doing that, all happy go lucky with nothing. Like, you can't even get your salaries. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Oh, hold on. She's saying when you notarize it. I said Christine Vandette 05. If you're given a gift letter, I'm gonna post a copy. You don't have to. I'm just saying that if you're, I would if I'm gifting somebody current. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not giving you financial advice either. What else? Barzani and his whole delegation is in Baghdad. Okay. What's the issue between Kurdistan and Baghdad? The oil, right? What was the first thing on the agenda? The HCL, correct? And then there's an article yesterday. All of a sudden, they have an agreement on the, so that Rashid is going to stay, that, Hussein, they're looking at him, Sudani, all that. So the government, they have it all lined up. All of a sudden, they have everything lined up, you know?
Hmm.
And then on Sunday, so what did I say to you guys, in my opinion? I believe everything is going to be announced at one time. Do you agree, Jack? And what do you think?
I do.
Oh, Arlene, I read your question. Do I think that it's already been taken care of? In my opinion, yes. Because how are you going to build the biggest mall of golden crystals and have the third largest mall in the world on 1300? How are you doing trade? How are you doing what you're doing at that nominal rate, which has no value? How are these citizens so happy? How is this the best Ramadan that you've ever had? All the you understand what I'm trying to say? So you guys, as the smoke goes away and the confusion, you guys are going to see the truth. Why is the lock all of a sudden talking about, oh, you got to be discerning with the US dollar, like old notes, new notes? What do you think that's for? And the lock better do what he has to do. So, because there's a lot of pressure. And think about this as well. Why in the last, I would say like 2, 3 days ago, did you see Mr. T was all over the place? Iraq needs to name their PM. They needs to go public with their PM. Why do you think that was? In my opinion, it was because he knew what was going to happen with the Supreme Court. What do you think, Jack?
Yes.
So, all right, guys, now we can answer questions. This is going really fast. So, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Dr. Sarah. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Then suddenly. All right, let's see. Look, gift letter, you don't have to have a gift letter. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I have a gift letter. I'm going to show you an example. It's just a way to, if you're giving somebody any, you know what I mean? You are giving, you're protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're protecting them. But you don't have to have a gift letter. Yes, there is 10K. And that's what I was talking about, Russ. You know what I mean? It protects you from taxes. Like I said, tax liability, if there is a tax, you know? Plus, if there is, you can invest. There's a lot of things that you could do to avoid, you know what I mean? So, but I can't give financial advice, guys. So,
Absolutely, you can. You can talk to your accountant about that stuff too.
they were asking a lot of questions about I'm going to post a gift letter. I'm going to post a filled out gift letter and a blank one. And you don't have to put serial numbers. You can just put, your name, what currency, whatever. Chip Daddy, in your opinion, is the RB going to happen this week? Well, you know, what do you think, in your opinion, based on all the information that's coming out and the smoke clearing? What do you think? Do you think America wants this? Chip Daddy? And Troy Hinrichs, let Mr. T announce the monetary reset during the State of the Union address. That's a big one.
Oh
That's
wow.
a big one.
Yeah.
And why is the White House now saying welcome to the golden age? Vietnam, you know what I mean? Syria. Now Trump is Mr. T's praising Syria, all this stuff. All of them, all of them are, increasing their rate. So it's a global reset.
Yeah, all the prophets seem to be feeling it. They're really hyped up about it. They're getting the word out. It's any day. It's really any day.
You know, so you gotta just, you know what I'm saying. I'll put it this way: my gut is still saying it will be on a Monday, and it's not going to be overnight. So let's put it that way.
So he said joy in the morning.
You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? And why was banknote world down? Oh, so Clarity Act has been moved up,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Yeah, but does XRP need it? No, because they're already using it, right? In my opinion. But once they legislate it, that's going to make it skyrocket, correct? So if they legislate it and it starts being used after being legislated for cross border payments and everything like that, what does that tell you? Let's break that down and look between the lines. You see what I'm trying to say? Because Mr. T is able to do like he can do an executive order for them to use it.
I think that's great. I think that says so much because that Scott Bessent was saying it was going to be by May or June. And now it's going to
Why
be
the
sooner.
rush? Why the rush?
Yeah.
You know? And remember, east to west. So, Jack, can you see the questions? Let's pay attention to the questions now.
Yeah, I am. Uh, hmm.
Michael Stealth, I'm gonna go look in the settings. I think maybe it's because of this StreamYard, but I'll look at it. Brennan, we're close, that's for sure. Well, who's been in this a long time? Have you guys ever seen that you know what I mean? What's happening right now before?
No.
Yes, computer credit, in my opinion, I think Iran is going in this basket. Just like Venezuela. Because all the stuff that's happening with Venezuela, I mean, it's insane. This is gonna be so historic. You guys have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is different. You understand? So at KE, I could not do 20 years. 14 years at understanding self. Oh no way. No way.
Yeah, I know two people have been in it for 20 years.
That's insane. JD, how much longer do we have to buy online currencies? Well, if they're selling them, you can buy them. You know what I mean? But once it changes, they're going to stop. So I know a lot of exchanges are sold out. That's what I'm hearing. Are you hearing the same thing, Jackie?
Yes. Yep.
So Isn't the guy's name William? I think that's his name in Banknote World, right? Chip Daddy, try over 20 years. That's insane. Well, they were supposed to do it in 20, I believe 2011 and 2015, right?
Hmm.
That Iranian real, man. Listen, level playing field. And why is Iraq the hub for fintech, blockchain, crypto? Why? You know, all of a sudden there's all this time. And Trump, Mr. T's mentioned in what countries? Vietnam, Indonesia, Venezuela, Iran, Iraq, right? Isn't that all the countries that we're waiting for? This is going to be huge. Huge. R2H2. Of course, bankers are going to sound positive because they know what's about to happen.
They can't wait.
You know what I mean? And I'm still saying that, in my opinion, Bolivar is going to be the highest. What you call it? The you'll make the most on your investment with the Bolivar, in my opinion. What do you think, Jack?
I agree. I totally agree with that.
And guys, also, it was also prophesized there's going to be a big earthquake in California, 7.1 magnitude, Los Angeles and surrounding areas. So be careful if you're from out there.
Five.
And at the end, oh, and what he's about to disclose, opening the files about, you know what? Wasn't that supposed to happen in the end?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys just gotta wait till all this confusion clears up, and then you're gonna see the truth come out. Carolyn, why do you say the Bolivar is gonna be the highest? Because right now, isn't it the cheapest to buy the Bolivar? I mean, Vietnam is also, going to be a good investment, return on your investment. But I'm still saying the Bolivar, in my opinion, because of the prices and because of the amount. Because you got to remember, the old notes and the new notes are gonna coexist. Okay, so from what I'm hearing, then the zeros are gonna stay on. So you're gonna make more money off of, you know what I'm saying? Can we not bring up that person, Russ?
Is there a way to control the comments like on YouTube?
Yeah, I mean the mods can go in there. You can I don't even know how to do this, man.
I've been trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out. I guess we have to get used to it.
I always said the Bolivar is the dark horse. Brennan, I agree with you. Bolivar is the best free book. MT, the dong too. I mean, it's cheap, but I'm talking about like the value of the note when you exchange. You know what I mean? Well, be careful, Rat Cat, please. Terrence, is there a rate yet for what? Hi, JW. So to answer your question at Fahim, the removal of the 3 zeros, the redenomination, it's for the new notes, which are going to coexist with the 3 zeros. Okay. Yeah, Frank, Indonesian rupiah. Yep.
Come on, Boops.
I'll get the website for the Iranian Riyal. I'll put it to you about rates this way. I'm not going to talk about rates, but in my opinion, I think you guys are going to be very happy when you see the rates. Put it that way. Well, Lulu, in my opinion, will banks be exchanging exotic currencies? So once they change and they get their rear, they're no longer going to be exotic. Okay. So yes, as far as the Zim is bonds. Stoked. Saddam Hussein notes are not valid. You will not be able to exchange them. Yeah, nobody knows the exact rates, but based on, you know, information and like several different factors, you know what I'm saying? Um, you have an idea kind of. But like I said, you know. Oh, thank you. What's that? Brennan, thank you. Oh, Jackie, you have your kitty cat with you?
Yeah, I do. he,
Oh,
he always has to make an appearance.
awesome. Lori Brown, what do we buy Bolivar? Banknote World. What else? Treasury Vault, guys. Can somebody put in chat where she can get I think Fahim, I think Mark Savaya was put there for a reason. And in my opinion, he was put there to find what he found that's going on in the central bank and to help the, K2 Integrity and Oliver Wyman and all them find what's going on and expose the wonderful governor of the central bank, in my opinion. All right, guys, a few more questions and then we got to run, okay? And Jack, do you have any promotions on anything?
No, that was a very short promotion. It was to help celebrate the fire horse.
Mm-hmm.
The fire horse. So it was like a 24, 36 hour sale. I'm hoping
Mm-hmm.
again. I never know with them. They just could come up and say, okay, we're going to do it again. So if it does, put it right in.
Okay. Oh, and also they're opening what 170 more branches of the Iraqi Trade Bank for 1,300. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? And everything is digital. It looks like, I've posted videos of Iraq. There's no way, absolutely. But everybody can think. Hi, Robin. How are you?
Yeah, thanks, Robin.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna post the gift letters and stuff like that. Any questions for Jackie?
I just want to say one thing with the molecular hydrogen water. Okay. Spring water, mineralized water helps push out the things that were not wanted that you may have received over the past couple of years. And you infuse that with molecular hydrogen, okay, which passes through the blood brain barrier. And if you stay consistent with it, it will push all that garbage out of your body. The key is consistency, whatever you choose to use. And I have other things also. If you want to talk to me, send me an email, send me a message on my site, vitalforces.net. I can have a discussion with you and explain it to you. But it's such a simple way to turn your life around.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna end. Jack, I think I'm gonna do a YouTube tomorrow.
Okay.
Because we're looking at any time now, guys. All right. So they literally can do it at any time. Okay. So, but all the countries, all the countries, and they're going to be, instead of pegged, it's going to be a pair in a basket. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a big blizzard coming in here on the East Coast.
Yeah, I know. I'm not excited about that one at all.
Yeah. I'm supposed to get about 20 inches where I am. I'm on the Jersey Shore.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It'll be a day to
I,
do YouTube or whatever.
I know, right? To do shows all day. Guys, if anything breaks, I'll be on. You don't have to worry about it. Thanks to my members. Thanks for the new members. And thanks to my mods. Thank you, Jackie. And I'll see you guys later, okay?
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye.